Hello and welcome to the video on the slope-intercept form. This will be the first of a few. Alright, so let's get right into it. What is the slope-intercept form? So slope-intercept form. Alright. The slope-intercept form is given as y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and 0b is the y-intercept. Okay, so where m is the slope. So we've talked about intercepts and we've talked about slopes before. So this is, a form that has, if you write it this way, the m part number here is the slope and the b number there is the y part of the y-intercept. Okay, so let's do a few examples just to understand this. All right, so let's say that we have an equation y equals 3 halves x plus 5. Well, then the slope on this, slope m, is equal to the number in front. Now be very careful, it's just the number in front, right? So that's 3 over 2. So we know this is the rise over the run, right? That's the slope. And the y-intercept is 0, 5. 0, 5. Simple as that. Let's do another example, right? But be careful before I do the next example. Be very careful. It has got to be y equals mx plus b. So this is b, this is m, it's got to be y, right, over here on the left, and x, it's got to be in this form. Okay, so let's do another quick example, right? So y equals negative 1/2 x minus 3. So this one here, the slope m is equal to negative 1/2. We know what that means. And the y-intercept, okay, is 0, negative 3. Now, some of you may be saying, well, wait a minute, there is no plus sign there, but understand that a subtraction is like adding a negative, right? So now you can see how this is what you get there, 0, 3. All right. So be careful though, it has got to be in the y equals mx plus b form. So for example, so here is another example. Example 1. Write, oh, let me start by saying, giving you the equation. Let 2x plus 4y minus 8 equals 0. 1. Write in standard form. Just to review that. 2. Write in slope-intercept form. 3. Identify the slope and y-intercept. Okay, so let's answer these questions. 1. So remember that to be in standard form, you have to have, so standard form is this, ax plus by equals to c. So in other words, the x and the y on one side, the number on the other side. So we can do that very easily. So here is our equation. So all we have to do to get it to be its standard form is to make this 8 go away from the left. So we have 2x plus 4y equals to 8. That's standard form. That's just a review. 2. Slope-intercept form. So that is y equals mx plus b. So in other words, you have to solve for y. So solve for y. Now we've done this also before, so it's no big deal. So let me start right at the beginning. Alright, so I gotta solve for y, so I'm gonna start by adding an 8. So I get 2x plus 4y equals to 8. Then I'm going to subtract a 2x from both sides, and I get 4y is equal to minus 2x plus 8. I'm writing the 2x in front because I know where I'm heading is this mx plus b. I want the x in front. Now to solve for y, don't stop here. I've got to get y, so I'm going to divide by 4 all the way through, and I get y equals, okay, so I can reduce this. That's negative 1/2 x plus, can reduce this as well, 2. And part 3 of this problem says identify the slope and the y-intercept. So we can do that. So now we have y equals minus 1/2 x plus 2, and we can match that up against y equals the slope-intercept form plus b. So mb, so the slope is equal to negative 1 over 2, no x, okay, and then the y-intercept is equal to 0, 2, always a coordinate. Nice, right? All right, let's do one more problem. Let's see here. Determine if the following pair of equations are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. And what are the equations? A would be 3x plus y equals to 5, and 2y equals to minus 6x plus 9. So if you recollect, to be parallel, slopes are the same. To be perpendicular, slopes are negative reciprocals. Okay, so we've got to find the slopes of these things. So let's take the first one, and we can solve for y. So minus a 3x, it's easy to do. Y equals minus 3x plus 5. So the slope on this one is negative 3. Let's take the next one. So we have 2y equals minus 6x plus 9. So to solve for y, I'm going to divide through by 2. Make sure you divide everything by 2. So I get y equals minus 3x plus 9 over 2. 9 over 2 doesn't divide, so I'm going to leave it like that. So the slope here is also negative 3. So since the slope's the same, since the slopes are the same, lines are parallel. Let's do one more of that type, B. So this time we'll use the pair of lines 5x minus 4y equals to 8 and 4x plus 5y equals to 10. So let's solve this first one for y. So first I'm going to subtract a 5x. So I have minus 4y equals to minus 5x plus 8, and dividing through by negative 4. So I get y equals to positive 5/4 x plus negative 2. So I got the slope-intercept form. So this one I can say the slope is equal to 5/4. So the same thing over here. So this time we subtract a 4x. So now I get 5y, 4x plus 10 divided by 5, y equals 2. So on this one, the slope is negative 4/5. Alright, so let's compare these slopes. They are negative reciprocals. One's positive, one's negative, and they're flipped around. So these are the slopes are negative reciprocals. So that means the lines are perpendicular. Alright, that's the end of the first video.